And we are back. Apologies for that interruption. There was just a bit of technical difficulties. We are coming to the last 10 seconds of the first chucker, which will then end with the final play being of the short corner. Will we see a upset to finish the first quarter going 1-0 up to Western Province Pens? Shot taken
and is cleared wide by Jade Avenant. Fantastic bit of defense there from the Boland captain. And that brings us to the end of the first chukker of this competition. The Western Province Pens girls versus the Boland B girls. Now they have a 2-minute break just to quickly get some water in and have a quick chat about their tactics. This has been an end-to-end game with both teams not looking like settling for a draw. Both teams want goals, and with this being their last game, we can expect that they want as many goals as possible.
Coming to the end of the first chukker, do you think that the score being 0-0 is a fair reflection on how the game has been going?
I definitely do. Neither team is looking to settle for a draw nor a loss in this game. Both teams are gunning for the victory. It's just the execution has not been there for either team, and that's why we are back, and that's why we are still at 0-0.
It's great to see that umpires are also able to take this time to just recoup and just chat about anything that they would like to take off their mind. I must say, being an umpire myself, the game's been changed to playing chuckers instead of just two halves does really make it easier for umpires, as well as something that happens within your chucker. You only need to wait 15 minutes to be able to discuss it with your which I find very effective when being able to apply consistency amongst the whole game from end to end.
I definitely agree with you on that one. I still remember when we played 35-minute halves, and those 35 minutes on a warm Saturday used to kill you for the hour and 10 minutes that you played hockey. With the introduction of 15-minute chuckers, it has made the game much more easier, and you can work harder in a shorter space of time. That's fantastic bit of play by Jaylene Tatus of the Boland B girls. Good little pass into the pocket, then back down to the touchline. And we have Julia Brown on the ball, being put under pressure by Sienna Gracer on the halfway line, and she plays it wide to the left half. And that is an interception by none other than Maria Ings. Plays the ball down the line to Sienna Gracer, who is driving down the byline. Gets a circle entry. Will she get a short corner? And it's a hit. And it's a goal! It's Venus Peterson with the tap in. That is fantastic stuff coming from the turnover by Maria Ings. Plays it down the line to Sienna Gracer. And Sienna Gracer with the patience of mind, playing the ball all the way in to Kira Naidu. That is my mistake. Kira Naidu with the goal. Entry, walk us through that goal. What is your thoughts on such a lovely bit of interplay?
I absolutely love those little 1-2 passes. It really does allow the ball to do most of the movements, and it doesn't allow the defense to be able to react quick enough, and in that instance ended up in giving them the lead at 1-0. Just on our YouTube there, Nina van Vermerskerken, apologies if your surname was mispronounced. We just had a bit of technical difficulties within the beginning of the first chukka, and we are now back on the second chukka with Western Province Pens leading 1-0 to Boland B.
And Kira Naidu driving into the circle, and the ball is taken out by the Boland defender, and it is a free hit to the Boland girls.
And loving the support there from Samantha Peterson. Let's come on, Boland, you got this. At the moment, let's give them all the support that they need. Let's see if they can get this counter attack.
And the Boland girls are in here. She keeps it in. Circle entry on the line is not out, and they are awarded with a long corner. Kira Williams of the Western Province girls defending there with a phenomenal standard of defensive principles. And we have a comment from Yvette Olifant. She says, "Go Viepia Pens. I have someone on my side for the Viepia Pens to win this game." And Aintree at the moment has 2 people on his side for the Boland girls to win their game.
I think the odds are in my favor at the moment. I know the score board doesn't reflect that, but this game is all about making the best of your opportunities, and it can surely change very, very quickly.
Ooh, and Lisa Penny with some phenomenal skills there, and it's intercepted in the midfield. Tell me, Aintree, the striking partnership between Maria Ings and Sienna Gracer has paid its dividends in this game and the previous game. Oh, hello. A hit deflected onto... Who is that? That is Famke Trieu, who needs some medical attention. We hope that she is fine and hopefully has no injuries and will be 100% to continue. However, she has to go off first for the medics to assess the situation.
Yes, when it comes to head injuries in a game of hockey, the game is immediately stopped, as that is a serious thing we need to watch out for. It is unfortunate that the deflection came off our own stick into our own head, but at this stage we are seeing her at the medics with ice on her head. Seems like she is cooperative, and we hope to see her back on the field in no time.
Coming back to my point on Sienna Gracer and Maria Ings, they have phenomenal chemistry in this team, and they are linking up exceptionally well. And now we have Venus Peterson driving through the line all the way down to Sarah Magit, and it's a save by Minay Forster in the Boland goals.
Yeah, so Aaron, going onto your point about chemistry among strikers, I feel that strikers need to have the best chemistry out there, as they are the ones that are finishing it off for the team in the other side of the box. It is always great to see strikers that have such great chemistry, because as a striker, you know, as soon as you get in that box, all you want to see is that ball in the back of the net. But a lot of the time you do need a assistant to be able to make that happen, and it's great to see that. And yes, it did pay dividends and got them a 1-0 lead. Let's see if that chemistry can build on that lead.
Elsa Zulch showing tremendous patience on the ball and composure as she keeps possession for her team. And there it looks like I have cursed her with the old famous commentator's curse, with her giving the ball away.
We all allowed to make mistakes sometimes, Gerard. Looking at you, you know, I can't say that you did not make mistakes when you were playing. So we all win, we all lose. End of the day, it's all about the fun and the enjoyment. And from what we've seen throughout this test series is all been enjoyment, and it is lovely to see the camaraderie between teams, even though they are still trying to beat each other. Boland B coming in to their attacking 23, make a circle entry on the back stick, and unfortunately lets it go wide.
Lara Davids with the shot going wide.
Gerard, what's your thoughts on the back stick? It is obviously a great skill to have, but do you think players should be trying to move the ball onto their stronger side before trying to go on the back stick?
You're asking the wrong person that type of question. I love to go onto my reverse stick. It is an exceptionally difficult skill to be able to execute, and that is why
doing it.
That's why you spend a lot of time perfecting the skill, so that you can do it when you are put into those situations where you have to play the ball into reverse. So it is all about patience and practice and working on the technique, and if you have that, then I don't see why you shouldn't be doing it. But I know I get hammered a lot for going onto the reverse, and you should stay stronger for longer.
Gerard, how many goals have you scored in the back stick?
All of them.
Okay. Sorry guys, it seems like Gerard's a bit in dream world at the moment. Hopefully we'll get him back to some hockey. We have Western Province Pens trying to make an attack and gain a bigger lead. Unfortunately gets to...
It's Maria Ings on the ball. There's no unfortunately with her. Very good ball. Out wide to Lisa Penny. Can she beat the Boland defender? And the Boland girls get the ball out. Elsa Zuch defending with tremendous defensive basics. Another pick by the Boland girls, and Elsa Zuch bringing the ball out, giving a ball down the line, and unfortunately could not be trapped by her teammates.
I'm not too sure if coaches go by the saying nowadays, when Gerard was just talking about keeping things simple, the word kiss, not actually kiss, but it's keep it simple, and usually you would put silly at the end, but yeah, that is up to interpretation for the last S, but it is great to see that some of the players are still using that mentality.
Very good ball, straight down the middle of the field, down the barrel, and intercepted by Funke through. It looks like she is back on the pitch.
And looking at our YouTube comments, Rihaz Muland going with "Let's go Boland," making that support 3-1. I would love to see if there are any more EP pens there. Won't keep it one-sided for too long. And Nina going on, come on Boland, score a goal. Yes, we would like to see a goal to bring it level and make it even more interesting.
Lisa Penny had a shot at goal, but Minay Forster was ready and saved it with that previous chance, and now the Western Province goals have a long corner. You can see the girls are getting tired. Third game in 2 days, So the legs are starting to get a bit tired as we are approaching the last 3 minutes of the second chukker. What I tell you, interception there by none other than Maria Ings. Plays it to Lisa Penny on the wide. It looks like the Western Province girls' tactic is to play the ball to Maria, play it wide to Lisa Penny, and have her drive into the circle. Both times it's worked out, unfortunately not today.
See, you can pick that out. Do you think the coaches, the Boland side, have picked that up, and we'll discuss that at the half-time break?
Ultimately, we as commentators have the privilege of seeing more than 4 different perspectives on how the field looks, so we can catch on a bit on how strategy plays out a bit easier than the coaches can, especially considering they still have to keep the kids motivated to play as well. So Aintree, as a coach, what is your philosophy when coaching? Do you like to try and assess what the other team's strategy is and look for how they are playing, or do you keep your team intact and trust your own tactics?
I'll get back to you on that. We're just getting a counter attack coming in from the Boland team, getting the ball hit down the field. Unfortunately, doesn't get enough connection on it. Get the ball back though, and they have the free hit from the foot just outside the 5 meter. Is this going to be the last push before the halftime break to level the scores at 1-1? Ball gets played. Oh, and interception. I think a little bit of a loose
by Erin Henneker.
And great tackle from the Boland team, driving the ball down the side and unfortunately collecting it. Going back to your question there, Gerard, in terms of philosophy of players, I definitely go with my game plan that I set out with my team before the game. If anything changes, it is just to use our tactics to their weak points. So yeah, I don't change my tactics based on the other team. I would say more of adapt or improve my own game plan to take and use their weaknesses to my advantage. Gerard, on your side, I want to hear your thoughts.
Ultimately, when you do the courses and you speak to the experts in the field, they try to encourage you to look at what the opposition team is doing in the first 5 minutes so that you can scope the playing field. However, I have tried to do that, but then my boys get laxy-daisy or my girls get laxy-daisy, and then I have to bring them back to reality. So I focus on my team for the majority of the game, focus on my players to keep them focused and know what to do, and basically the same as yours. I stick to our tactics and we overcome.
And as we the hot break, Western Province Pens leading the Boland Bees 1-0. Looking at our YouTube comments, great to see. Oh, another Boland, Matthew Boer. Go Boland, you girls can do this. That brings the tally, if I'm correct, to 5-1. Come on, Pens, where is your support?
That's fantastic. The Pens have all the support they need in the commentator because we are 1-0 ahead at halftime. Just coming back to weaknesses of players, and one philosophy and one statement that I've learned that I would like to share with the viewers at home is for the players is to embrace the negatives and we utilize the positives. We don't want to shy away from the things that we are not great at. We want to focus on improving that, and we utilize the positives. So whatever we are great at, we utilize and we make the best use of it to get the biggest advantage. So coming back to your statement on players should stay on their strong side, it's not a negative going on the reverse, but we aren't great at it, so we have to embrace it as well.
No, 100% agree with you. It's more as just like if I haven't had a shot on the goal yet, it is quite a difficult one to go on the back stick. It can maybe be a little bit demoralizing, as well, as you have now just unfortunately mishit your first shot, and that can affect your motivation going forward.
I'm speaking about the ball. I tell all my teams they're not allowed to get the ball in the circle. They have to flick at goal.
I tell my players if they're going to go on the reverse stick and it doesn't end up as a shot on target, it doesn't need to be a goal, it can come off the keeper. If that doesn't happen, they come sit down for 5 minutes. And after 1 or 2 games doing that, I had 0 boys shooting unnecessarily on their back stick.
That is ruthless. Let the boys play.
Let the boys play to the game plan.
In this instant, it's going to be let the girls play for the next 30 minutes as we enter the third chaka. 15 minutes of hockey before the next break. Hopefully this chaka can bring us a few more goals. I am waiting with not a lot of patience for as many goals as possible. So with 30 minutes left to play in the entire tournament or the entire test series, I would expect that the goals will go out there to score as many goals as possible.
And looking on our YouTube comments, we have finally brought ourselves another Pens supporter. Thank you, Michael Folkvane. Sorry, I have pronounced your surname incorrectly. Yes, it is a pity that that there is no support, but I am sure that
when Sienna Gracer is driving down the touchline, gets the ball in, and Julia Brown intercepts. It's a wonderful piece of play by Maria Ings along with Kira Naidu. It's taken out. Will she play it to the talisman or the talisman? And Maria Ings gets the ball. Will she link up with Sienna Gracer? Plays it down to Lisa Penny with the hit, and it is a deflection wide by Demi Tillison. Long corner to the Western Province girls. Come on, you Pens. Alex Wilkin on the ball. Plays it to Maria Ings onto the reverse stick. Will she take the backhand hit or will she win a PC? Drives past the captain of the Boland team with a flick into the keeper, and keeper saves. Fantastic save by the keeper, Mine Forster. She is barking out instruction. She is telling them, "Iemand moet daai wyd hou." Very well done. Commanding at the back. And a bit of a dangerous ball in there by the Western Province girls. That is Kira Folkvane. Kira's dad just gave us a message. Go Pens. Go Kira. Julia Brown on the ball, taking on Kira Naidu. Playing the ball to Demi Tennyson, giving a little hatch pass, making it difficult to trap.
Looking at the YouTube, it is awesome that we are able to have games live like this, as we have support all the way from Germany, from Dora Gracer, loving the support. And yes, I think that all the girls know that their parents are supporting them, even though it is not right against the field.
It's a very good ball to Lizzie Thomas. Put under pressure by Maria Ings. Gets out of the pressure, plays the ball into the midfield, intercepted by Alex Wilkin. Plays the ball wide to Lisa Penny. Lisa Penny going straight down the middle. Plays an inch perfect pass to Amy Gordon. Ball gets wide to Alex Wilkin. Gets a circle entry. Will she get another PC? And Alex Wilkin with a PC for the Western Province Pens goals. Let's see if they can utilize this opportunity and score us a goal.
Great to see another comment from the Gracer family, and yes, great to see the support. Great to see that there are more VP supporters out there.
We have Lisa Penny to inject. Will it go to Maria Ings at top D? Miss Trap plays it to Alex Wilkin. Alex Wilkin plays a one-time slap straight out the baseline. That's a sigh of relief for the Boland girls team. Very good ball by Julia Brown. All the way down to Irene Lottegan. Plays it all the way to top D. Driving clear. Will she finish the chance? And she wins a penalty corner for the Boland B girls. End-to-end stuff. We had a PC at the other end, and now it goes all the way across and get a PC on the other side. Very well done by the Boland B girls. Aintree, tell me, do you like when a game is very end-to-end? It keeps you on the edge of your seat.
Are you talking about playing the game or actually sitting here commentating?
Well, definitely watching the game. I would say if I was to play this game, end-to-end stuff is not my thing.
Oh, well then we're on two different parts there. I love to be as active as possible, and yes, as a commentator watching a game that is end-to-end is always a cracker. And getting a rear award there to the Boland Bees. Let's see if they can take this one and capitalize on a equalizer.
Jade Regnard in the Western Province goals has had a fantastic day so far. Let's see if she can keep a clean sheet. Gets in. Very good by the Western Province goals. They are solid at the back, solid defensive principles. And clearing the ball, and the ball goes wide to Kiara Williams. And the ball is intercepted by Irene Lottegan. She plays it to top D, intercepted by Alex Wilkin. I've got to say, Alex Wilkin has got a shot on her. I wouldn't want to stand in the way if she's lining up one of those shots.
I wouldn't be surprised if she doesn't play golf, because that was a perfect golf swing.
Ball all the way out to Julia Brown. And intercepted by none other than Maria Ings. Will she keep the ball? And she drives past. Goes all the way around. Lizzie Thomas still has the ball. Will she keep going? Will she keep going? And it's a fantastic tackle there by Liz. And Maria Ings wins the free hit. That is fantastic stuff by Lizzie Thomas. Stepping up the way and let Carla Fourie make the tackle. Carla Fourie keeps the ball. Wins another free hit. Has the ball so she can keep playing. And Venus Peterson with the hand down onto the turf. Almost dispossesses Carla Fourie. It's a very good ball to Kira Naidu. Unfortunately couldn't be trapped. And the ball gets played into to Jade Avenant. And there she is again, Alex Wilkin driving another ball in, and that one is a bit dangerous. That is fantastic ball plays by Julia Brown. Just unfortunately a bit too wide of the mark, as we have Lisa Penny driving in, and it's none other than Carla Fourie getting the ball out, signaling to the umpire that she won a free hit. Aintree, as an umpire, whenever a player wins a free hit, and you don't blow the whistle just yet, and they raise their hand just to show you, hey, you need to do your job. How does that make you feel?
I was waiting for that call, funny enough. Look, we understand the players. Obviously, they're gonna want a free hit a lot quicker than we can actually get the whistle to our mouth. So we just let the players understand. Just say like, listen, we see it. We want to see your advantage, and we also just let them know like it does take a couple seconds to get the whistle to the mouth. And after that, the players do understand. But yeah, I don't really see it as something frustrating because yeah, I do the exact same when I play, so I can't really get upset about that. I think also in tight situations, especially within your defending 23, you do want to get that free hit as quick as possible. So I think it is also just a sort of just a reaction.
Carla Fury driving down the center of the field, almost scored a goal. However, it was blown a bit too quick, and they are awarded with a penalty corner. Aintree, as an umpire, when there is advantage and there is an infringement like that, do you allow time to get do you allow the player to play on for a bit, or do you blow immediately for that infringement?
Well, look, it really depends on the team at hand. If you read the players in terms of their skill abilities, you usually try and give them a lot more advantage because you can always come back. And in this instance, just holding your hand up, saying we see that it's a short corner, and then seeing what happens after that. In that instance, it could have ended in a goal, but at the end of the day, things happen so quickly, and there are times where the whistle is blown with not much advantage, and usually sometimes once the whistle has been blown, say the defending team then just relaxes a bit, which then creates a opening that was not there when before the whistle was blown. So sometimes that is also the case where it looks like the umpire blew too early.
With 4 minutes left in the third chukka, will the Boland girls apply enough pressure to win another goal and to put the Western Province Pens girls under a lot of pressure going into the fourth chukka? And that was a bit dangerous there by Irene Lategan, hitting the ball on the reverse stick into the air, making it dangerous. Reiterating back to Aintree's points, where we have to stay strong for longer. Stronger for longer. Ooh, and will she get there? Will she get there? Is she fast enough? And Justine Basson just had to make sure. And it's full pressure. And Carla Fury says, what pressure? She goes through all of them into midfield and wins the free hit as the ball gets transferred to Lizzie Thomas as she's driving down the right hand touchline, plays the ball into the middle of the field to Irene Lategan on the reverse again, and then she goes strong, rolls it back to Lizzie Thomas, recycle the ball. Fantastic work. And Kira Volkwyn has the ball, driving down the line. Does she beat the defender? And then she runs into the showstopper, Carla Fury. And then we have Sienna Grace back on the ball. Can she use her speed to go past? And she goes past Carla Fury. No, Carla Fury makes a crisp tackle, hitting the foot of Sienna Grace, winning the free hit for the Boland girls. And that is a crunching hit by Justine Basson. And we have our taliswoman Maria Ings on the ball, playing it to Kira Volkwyn. Gets a free hit inside the 25. And we have Maria Ings on the ball, taking the free hit. Will she play it quick? She plays it quickly. Can they get a circle entry? And they get it. And it goes straight past the face of goal. We almost had another goal for the Western Province Pens goals. With 1 minute left to play, the tension is rising as the Western Province girls are ramping up the pressure in hopes to score another goal. Now that we have Sienna Grace on the ball, and that is an inch perfect tackle by Elsa Zulch. And it was judged to be a bad tackle, a stick challenge, as Elsa Zulch has to go sit on sit in the sin bin. And with 30 seconds left to play, the Western Province girls have to apply immense load of pressure to turn over ball. Aintree, tell me, what are your thoughts about that green card?
Look, being an umpire myself, you don't always want to give that type of opinion. But at the end of the day, umpires have a build-up of bad tackles, and unfortunately, may it be a small tackle or not, it has to be given as a card, just to say, like, listen, we've warned you enough, and it is not being followed by you guys, and unfortunately we have to sit. Going in with that being a green card, which is a 2-minute sin bin, with that card being given 30 seconds before the chucker break, the girls will be one less player on the field for a minute and a half into the final chucker. Let's see if they can capitalize on being one player more.
It is cold here in the southern suburbs of Cape Town, but the girls are bringing the heat. I'm hoping for these next 15 minutes they can ramp up the pressure and put on a show and make this place go on fire.
At the moment, we have a very, very tight game on our hands. Both teams look like they both want to win this game as much as the others. We have had one breakthrough from the Western Province Pens, leading them 1-0, and we have not seen a breakthrough since then. I think that was, Gerard, if I'm correct, that goal came in the first chucker.
Yes, it came in the first chucker and was scored by Kira Naidu.
So with the teams restarting in their positions and starting the fourth chucker, I hope to have a nail-biting end to both these teams' final game for the Western Province versus Boland Test Series. What is your predictions for the rest of this game, Gerard? Do you think it's going to stay as 1-0, or do you think there is going to be a leveler or even a increase in their lead for the province Pens?
Aintree, I can feel it in my bones. I can feel there's another goal in this game. I do think that the Boland girls are going to ramp up the pressure, and I think they will score a goal first to open up this contest, and then it's all guns blazing from there. But I do think the Boland girls are going to score next.
Well, let's hope that happens, seeing as most of the comments in the YouTube channel have been coming from the Boland, and I am sure they would love to see a goal. It is absolutely amazing to see how much support is coming through. I'm sure that the girls will be looking at those comments at the end of the day and see that their parents and friends and family are showing their support. Thank you very much to everybody that is showing their support. Doesn't really mean that you have to put a comment in, but it's just great to see the viewers on the channel.
Kira Volkwyn down the right hand touchline. She gets a free hit just outside the 5. Can the Western Province Pens girls get an outcome? Gets hit in, and it's stopped by none other than Carla Furi. Carla Fury has been rock solid at the back, producing inch perfect tackle by inch perfect tackle every single time.
And I was just about to ask you, Gerard, how long is it going to take for the VP Pens to break the defense of the Boland players? And, well, didn't say it yet, but it seems like the commentator's curse has come into play with the Western Province Pens girls getting a short corner.
Working with a strategy here. I said the Western Province Pens girls. Not going to say anything further, just now the commentator's curse comes back again.
I'm sure for the Boland spectators, they will be hoping that does come true.
Sienna Gracer, top D. High pressure situation. Ball gets played wide to Maria Ings. And another ball played wide. And the ball goes in to touch. And it's a 16-yard hit for the Boland girls.
I'm feeling some happy faces in the Boland camp after that going astray. Great pressure from the first wave to make a mistake when trying to do the variation.
That was a fantastic pick by Kira Volkwein, picking the ball up the air above her head with only one hand. And now we have Sienna Grace on the ball. Can she beat Carla Fury? And they can still play. There's still advantage. And no one was there at the far post to get a tap in.
And going back on the players putting their hands up to the umpires, in this case it is to show, for instance here, where they should have just carried on playing instead of waiting to see what the umpire would do.
And Lizzie Thomas just slowing down the game a bit, recuperating. Ball gets played to Carla Fury. Immediate pressure from Sienna Gracer and Lisa Penny, and she plays it dangerously into Kira Volkwein.
And it seems like the number 8 from Western Province Pens, Kyra Volkwein, got a little bit of injury there on the leg. Hopefully she will be able to be back on the field in no time.
Back on the ball is Carla Fury, slowing down the game a bit, getting the breath, playing the ball wide to Lizzie Thomas, taking on Kira Naidu. Beats the player, plays it to Jade Avenant, who drives infield with immediate pressure from Alex Wilkin and is dispossessed by Maria Ings, who's driving down the middle of the field. Gives a clip pass into Sienna Gracer, who's free on goal. Will she score? And she scores! Sienna Gracer, and this assist from Maria Ings. The dynamic duo, Maria Ings and Sienna Gracer. Injury burns, did I not tell you they have tremendous chemistry? Fantastic breakaway goal by the Western Province Pens girls.
Well, looking at the comments in the YouTube there from Michael Volkwein, you are one goal closer to making your prediction a reality. Let's see what happens. I think the Boland fans are hoping for a strong finish, at least get a goal on the board.
Listen, hey, with 10 minutes left, there is still plenty of time for the girls to play. Fantastic drive. Now big arc. Can she lay it off? Plays it to the small guard and Lisa Penny. Lisa Penny playing the ball, winning a foot against Jade Avenant. A hit just outside the circle, and we have Alex Wilkin on the ball, playing it wide. And it's none other than Maria Ings, winning a long corner for the Western Province Pens girls. Alex Wilkins is keep going. Gets a hit. Drives. Can they win a PC? And Julia Brown taking the ball out. Free hit just outside the circle. Ball gets played out. Can she keep it in play? Now she's put under pressure. And Maria Ings could unfortunately not capitalize on the opportunity.
Great to see some support all the way from France. It is awesome as well to see from another country giving their support.
And it's full pressure here from the Western Province Pens girls. And Kira Naidu is going against Lizzie Thomas, putting on the full pressure. And Lizzie Thomas is coming out of that tussle with the victory as she's driving down the right-hand touchline. Goes against Alex Wilkins. Got a bit lucky there with just getting a free hit. Lizzie Thomas on the ball. She has Jade Avenant wide of her. Plays it to Jade Avenant, who crash balls at the ball in. And it's a save by Jade Rechnat. And it's a hit. And it's a hit. And it's a miss by Irene Lateghan. I've got to tell you, Jade Rechnat has had a fantastic day in the office.
I'm sure you can agree with me with this. Coming into the last 7 minutes of the game, that is where a game is won or lost the most. Just because you've got a lead does not mean that it cannot be disappeared within these last 7 minutes.
Well, there's still 7 minutes that we have to play. For instance, they get a free hit just outside the 23-meter line. This is an opportunity for the Boland girls. Hopefully they can make the most out of winning a free hit high up on the field. Yes, Yvette Olifant, you are correct. Well done, Jade the Wall. Jade the Wall has been impenetrable today in this game so far. Fantastic clearance there by the Western Province girls, and that is kept in play by Irene Lateghan with some fantastic 3D skills. And she carries the ball infield, one-handed, takes them on, and is dispossessed by Maria Ings. Maria Ings with a perfect indoor tackle, plying her trade for the Northern Knights. And a great ball there to Lisa Penny. Wins the free hits. Amy Gordon on the ball. Plays the ball wide to Kira Volkwein, who sends a crash ball in. And unfortunately couldn't connect with the striker Kira Naidu. And it's a free hit for the Boland girls. And the Zay Thomas has the ball, taking it up for a 16-yard hit. Fantastic pressure, and we have Kira Naidu on the ball, plays it to the talisman. Maria Ings unfortunately couldn't trap, and we have Justine Basson on the ball, and now Maria Ings is back on the ball. Big Orc plays the ball to Amy Gordon. And we have Lisa Penny on the ball, carrying wide, wins the free hit just outside the circle against Jade Avenant. And we have Lisa Penny driving into the circle. Will she keep going? Can she get an outcome? And that is a crunching and inch perfect time tackle by Lizzie Thomas to stop the hit of Lisa Penny. And the umpire gives a penalty corner to the Western Province girls. Ball hit a foot and then was loose. And then unfortunately, Kira Naidu, the goal did not count. Entry, what is your prediction for this penalty corner?
I'm thinking of a variation, probably a zigzag, so that's going from the top castle through to the player that is free on the right, and then back to the top castle, but more towards a P spot.
Lisa Penny to inject. Plays the ball to Amy Gordon, and it's a mistrap on top D, and the Boland girls have the ball. They are breaking away. and it is a counter-attack situation for the Boland girls, and it's an inch-perfect tackle by Erin Henniker. And we have Alex working on the ball again, the captain leading by example, taking the team forward, and we have Famke on the ball. Famke Trio is back on the field. Inch perfect interception there by the Boland girls. Rihanna Mullins. Kira driving in, plays the ball to Kira Naidu, and it goes to Maria Ings. It's a save from Mine Forster. We have Kira Naidu on the ball, and it's a hit made dangerous. And it is a free hit out for the Boland girls. Fantastic. And as the ball goes into touch, it is a long corner for the Boland girls. Let's see if they can make the most out of this attacking opportunity, hopefully to get a PC and convert it into a goal, as we have a crash ball in from Julia Brown, and easily dealt with by Amy Gordon as she carries the ball. Will she play it wide? And she plays it wide all the way to Sarah Magid as she's driving against Rihanna Mullins. And there to clear is Justine Basson as she's driving down that left-hand touchline. Gotten away from Amy Gordon, gotten away from Lisa Penny. And Alex Wilkin is there to make that last-ditched effort tackle.
With just 1 minute left on the clock, I think Boland are feeling the pressure of just at least trying to get one goal on the board just to make it 2-1. It has been a great fight from both teams for this match. We could have not asked for any better end-to-end hockey.
Fantastic interception there by Jade Avenant, and it's tackled there by Lisa Penny. And she's carrying wide, and it's another interception by Jade Avenant. She's had a fantastic game in the middle of the park. Plays it high too, and Carla Fury loses a shoe. Play to Irene Lategan trap, and Kira Volkwein driving down the left-hand touch and putting it onto reverse makes it a bit dangerous, and it's gone out for a 16-yard hit with Justine Basson on the ball. And with just 10 seconds left, the umpire pulls it back, and that will be the end of the game. That was a phenomenal display of top quality hockey from both B teams of the Western Province and the Boland girls, keeping us entertained throughout the 60 minutes. Both teams gave it their all, and ultimately the Western Province girls came out on top with a 2-0 win, and making a fantastic end to the Western Province versus Boland Test Series. This has been Gerard Poseidenout coming to you live from Brewery in the southern suburbs of Cape Town alongside Aintree Burns, and we wish you a very splendid day further.
We would just like to say thank you to all the support on the YouTube channel. It